Hello, Jesse Good here. Today I'm taking a look at the LEGO Juniors Incredibles 2 Elastigirl's Rooftop Pursuit set. It has 95 pieces, 2 minifigures, and retails for $20 in the United States, where it's being found at Walmart and Target stores. So now let's take a look at the minifigures. Here is Elastigirl, and this version has these really stretchy, flexible arms. If you want her with regular arms, you gotta get the Underminer set. She does have this little remote control right here, and if you want to move the arms, you could just kind of push it from side to side. It's the same mold as the one from the Miss Marvel set, except this has new colorings. I'm going to reiterate it because I know people were wondering if you could swap out the arms. They include extras in the set, but they don't. The one in the Underminer set, which is this one on the left right tier, does give you the regular arms. Also, the one in the Underminer set actually has a different face print than this one. You can see this one has just a regular kind of smile. This one has a really big smile. And the one in the Underminer set has an angry face as the alternate expression. This one right here just has a regular kind of smirking face. I also like the hairpiece going on here, which is a new mold. It's a softer plastic, but it's very detailed and useful for different situations. Another new hairpiece is always good in my book. So here is Screenslaver, and I'm going to warn you, his face underneath might be a spoiler, so 3, 2, 1. There you go. I don't know if that's somebody relevant. I don't know who that is, but people are saying it might be a spoiler, so whatever. He has a laptop as an accessory, and I like his new torso print. His face print's kind of cool, too. He looks like an older man or something. And he has some back torso printing. But the part that I took off is actually my favorite part of him. I love that helmet. Isn't that such a cool design? I don't know about you, but that will be nice to maybe wipe that front part off and use as, I don't know, a mask in different situations. But it's a totally new mold that's exclusive to the set, and I really appreciate that. For the builds of the set, there's a lot going on. There is the main rooftop, which has some great details, like this tile right here that's printed and it says 18% approval rating going up. And the rooftop itself has some interesting details, like this fan right here, a helicopter landing pad, which they do include a helicopter in the set. We'll take a look at that in a bit. This dish, which has a nice kind of zap to it. And you can move that along as you like. Not too much details on the back. The helicopter itself is quite interesting. There's this front cockpit, which you can lift up. Inside, you can see they have a printed little design going on there on a double cheese slope. And the top has this interesting kind of mesmerizing swirl, which when you spin it around, that looks pretty darn cool. And other than that, the back actually has a little pad that you can lift down. There's nothing inside there though, so it's a very simple build, but I guess we want to make an escape through the back. And of course it uses the Junior's base for the helicopter, so it could be a simple build. And finally, they have this motorcycle in this nice gray coloring. They add this little part to the back, but there's really not much else going on. And that's it with the builds. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box is the same size as Willie's Butte from the Cars 3 Juniors line. And the instructions have some interesting little details, like the artwork at the back, as well as the Incredibles ad, which I'm still kind of perplexed over that Mr. Incredible being like a mini Big Fig. Not much else going on here, though. So out of the 3 Incredibles 2 sets, I think this is the most mature. There's no cut corners in my opinion because this is a junior set. You look at this and you're like, oh, that's just a LEGO Incredibles set. You look at the Underminer set or even the House set, you're like, oh yeah, that is kind of a LEGO Junior set. And I really appreciate that. Yes, it has a low piece count, but there's some great pieces in here. Love that printed towel up there, another cool exclusive print. The motorcycle in gray, and altogether, the 2 minifigures, which I love. Elastigirl's long elastic arms, and Screenslaver, which I still don't know who that is, but I love that helmet. You can see I love a lot about this set. What don't I like? Well, the build itself is cool, but I wish there was, I don't know, something more interesting to it. It's a good depiction of what they were going on here, but there's nothing that stands out. But with all that considered, I'd rate this one an A. I highly recommend this one for 20 bucks. You won't have the most memorable build, but the design here does not feel like they cut any corners. And I really got to emphasize that because I know people are like, oh, it's LEGO Juniors Incredibles. They should have done regular sets, which I agree. Yeah, they should have done regular sets, but you still get a very organic build here. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.